Hello YouTubers, in this video I'm going to tell you how much it cost me to maintain this Ferrari 360 Modena over the last 5 years of ownership since I purchased it. Hey YouTubers, my name is Seb and you're watching Seb's Supercar. And today is a very cold day in Ontario, Canada. My Ferrari 360 Modena is still wrapped up and bundled up for the winter months. It's snowing outside, pretty lousy day, so I thought, why not go indoors and make a video for you? So in today's video, I'm going to cover total cost of ownership for my Ferrari 360 Modena. I bought my Ferrari 360 Modena 5 years ago. And one of the first things I did was I bought myself a really nice leather embossed Ferrari binder. I recommend, no matter what brand supercar you have, that you buy yourself a binder and keep all of your receipts from all of the repairs or upgrades that you do to the car, regardless of whether you've paid for a service center or just bought the parts and did the work yourself. It gives you a really nice chronology of your maintenance and will actually increase the value of your car if you decide to sell it. So people really like to see a depth of service history. I was looking for that and received that when I bought my Ferrari 360, so I'm maintaining the service history as well in this binder. So I've kept track of everything that I've purchased or had repaired on my vehicle over these past 5 years, and I'm just gonna let you know how much it costs me to maintain this car, because I know that's top of mind for many of you that are thinking about buying this kind of car. Now, one of the caveats I should make is I did wind up spending a little bit on the higher end of the spectrum when I purchased my car, because I wanted a car with a really good pedigree, really good service history, and so you pay for that. So I wasn't expecting to get into a lot of immediate high-value repairs and deal with a lot of problems with the car. That said, it is a supercar. It is decades old, so things will happen. So you should not buy one of these cars thinking it's going to be relatively inexpensive to maintain if you buy good quality. Things will break, right? Now, so just to go through the list, I've grouped them into things I've done to maintain the car, and then at the end I'll tell you about other things that I spent on the car that weren't necessarily required. So right out of the gates, my car, when I purchased it, had just had its major service, timing belts, all of that. So I did not need to do that when I purchased the car. But when I did receive the car, I did notice that there was some shifting issues. So when I brought it in for service the very first summer that I had the car to a local Ferrari specialist service center, what they did was they did a normal, even though it was just done, service, so engine and gearbox oil, engine coolant, and they were troubleshooting the F1 system and decided that to replace the F1 pump, the F1 accumulator ball. So all of that work, so I didn't even have the car 6 months yet, was $9,020. So it was quite a bit of a sticker shock, because I just got the car and I paid a lot for it because I bought a high quality one. Now, so that's $9,020, but I will tell you that I followed up with the dealer that I purchased it from, and I have to give them a lot of credit. They did not need to do this. I told them I was disappointed and expected that I wouldn't have this kind of major repair so soon. They're not even in the local area. They're in another province, another state from where we are. And they gave me more than half back as a refund, $5,000. So I only paid $4,020. So shout out to Automax in Calgary, Alberta, for being stand up and doing that. You would not expect many dealers to do that for you. So the cost to me was $4,020. I did buy a Becker radio. I didn't have the original one, so I'm not including that, but the radio needed repair just because of the age. So that's something that might happen. So that cost me $300. I did need an F1 relay replacement. So I did the work myself. I've got a video on that. So I just needed to buy the part, and I also replaced the brake pedal switch. There's a little switch behind the brake pedal. And so together they were only $90. So saved myself a lot of money by doing the work myself. on my climate control cluster, the knobs have cracked. So that'll happen. They weren't, one of them wasn't staying on at all. I could see the cracks. For a car of, this much expense, I wanted to have properly functioning controls. So I purchased them from the United States, had them shipped in. It was $225. Then I had an issue with rear vertical accelerator needing repair. So I have a video. I did the work myself, but to get the part imported to Canada, it cost me all in $245 for that. So saved a lot of money. And then this is kind of a bundle. I did have issues with my alarm module. So that's a common problem. I didn't make too lengthy a video. I think I just spoke to it in a video because there's so many out there. But I got a lot of things all together with the replacement. So found someone on Ferrari chat. I'll give you, his name's Mark. He's a stand-up guy. What he did for me was he took care of 3 issues. The alarm module itself had failed. So that's the battery that's inside. So he gave me a complete replacement. I purchased a complete replacement alarm module. And I did not have the master fob. So there's a red master fob, and then you get 2 black fobs. Those are your everyday fobs. You need the red master fob in order to basically program new fobs, for your car. So I only had the 2 black ones, which, most would say, well, you don't need to get the master, they're going to function, but, it's not really a complete vehicle without it. And so I also did not know the code to the immobilizer. This person, Mark, provides a service where he provided the new fob, programmed it, the 2 existing black fobs, and the immobilizer. I had to remove the immobilizer, and altogether with the alarm module, that cost me $800, and I actually think it was a steal. If you had to replace your immobilizer through Ferrari, you'd be looking at $2,000 to $3,000 with all the work. That's not including the alarm module. So $800 for all of that related to the alarm and immobilizer. And then lastly, straightforward thing, I replaced the cabin charcoal filter, which was only $50. So, considering the refund I got back from my original dealer, overall cost to me to maintain the car was $5,730. So that's a big number. I mean, compared to everyday cars, but that came out to $1,156 on average per year. Not bad, actually. Now, I also had some other expenses related to the vehicle that were not mandatory, but they are for the vehicle. I did not include silly things like fanware, as I'll call it. So, signs. I bought a whole bunch of magazines, that were dated 1999 when the Ferrari 360 had come out. So I bought all the original magazines with their articles about the car. I've got posters, I've got clothing. I didn't include any of that. That's just fanware. But these purchases, which I'll share with you, are related to the vehicle, but not absolutely necessary. Okay, so this is additional expense for the car that I bared. So one thing was I bought the original Starfish wheels that came with the vehicle. So if you look back at my videos to the beginning, you'll see I have a really nice looking set of HRE wheels. Those aren't the original set. When I bought the vehicle, it didn't come with the original wheels. I really wanted them. I really liked the original look. I was fortunate enough to find through Ferrari Chat actually a local other Ferrari 360 owner who upgraded to Challenge wheels and didn't have the space to hold on to the original Starfish wheels and sold them to me at really great deal. I really just helping out another Ferrari brother, so I really appreciate that. And I also benefited from he bought new tires to go with his Challenge wheels, so he just gave me the tires that were on the original Starfish wheels that I purchased, and they were better than mine, in fact, much newer. So those were just a bonus. And I only paid $1,400 for the whole set, so I really appreciate that. And that's one Ferrari brother helping out another. Because of the wheels, the center caps were cracked, so that's actually a common issue that happens. Just dries up and cracks over time. And, the car is a couple of decades old. Purchased a new set of 4, which cost me $140. Now you'll see a video that I made where I took care of the sticky problem throughout the interior of the car, and I was able to purchase the decals that go on the air vents. So there's these little arrows, and also on the door locks on the door. And so those cost me $100. And then I also, okay, this is a little crazy, but I had all the tools, the whole tool set that came with the car, all the manuals. But one thing that was missing from the tool set was the Ferrari mag light. So I wanted to have the car complete, as I said to you before. And so they're very hard to find, the original Magnite light. You can get some reproductions. Some people are making them. They're just putting the decal on the side of the flashlight. But I wanted to purchase an original functional one. And so I bought one all the way over in France. So I actually paid quite a bit in shipping fees and duties to get it. So that was part of the expense, but crazy number for what's probably like a $20 mag light you could buy at Home Depot. I spent $400 to get that mag light. But yeah, I mean, think about the overall cost of the vehicle. And now it's complete. It's an original piece. I also bought a Bluetooth adapter for the radio, which was $50. Now, my vehicle did not come with the original Becker radio. I went out and bought it. So I mentioned the repair before, but the radio itself I got for a great deal, also from another Ferrari owner on through Ferrari Chat, and they sold it to me for $200. It cost me $300 to get it landed in Canada. And then one of the other things I did, which I think is really smart advice for anybody considering this vehicle, I got in Ontario, we have to have both front and rear license plates. I didn't want to have holes drilled into the front bumper of my car. So I got a service done from, those that do wraps on cars. They basically take a photo of your license plate and they make a little wrap, and then it's applied to the front bumper. Works out great on our car, the 360, but not on every type of model. And that cost me $150. So overall, that was $2,540 additional fees, $2,540. So, I spent basically just over $8,270 all together with required maintenance and other expenses related to the car. So, expensive car, expensive fees to maintain it. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, because it really does help us out. So if you enjoy this video, please watch some of my others. I really appreciate all the attention that my channel has received. And I wish you all the best in your next supercar purchase. Thanks for watching.